we want to go through how to do a deposition or trial conference. First of all, you want to be aware of a couple things. Is 95% of civil suits do not ever make it to court. So the likelihood of you actually going to court for a case is very, it's very small. Now, I will tell you this, the better you get, it will go up. And it really a couple reasons why. One is when your attorneys know that you actually know how to deliver in court, I tell you what, that is one of the single most valuable things you can learn how to do in personal injury is how to deliver the case in court and win. If the attorneys knew that you knew how to do that, you are gold. That's like the ultimate end of getting all their business. That's the peak right there. Do they trust you to put this whole case together, not only in a narrative report, but to go in front of a jury and explain it? That's the ultimate right there. You get to that point, you own them. They trust you for everything. You get all the referrals. And that's what happens with me. I educate the attorneys and I direct them, you know, what it takes to win, how it takes to win, the relevance of the documentation, you know, is it good, bad, is it weak, strong, what order does it go, all that stuff. And it doesn't take very long before they realize I know what I'm talking about, and they start listening more and more, and then they start asking questions. And then they follow my script. And that's one thing you definitely want to do. You better never leave it up to an attorney when you do a deposition or trial. You better never leave it up to them. You're going to lose out on so much. So you want to show them what I'm getting ready to cover with you. This is the order of how to do a deposition or trial testimony. This is the order to do it. So we're going to go through the exact steps of what need to be done and why they need to be done. And if you think of it like a pyramid, we're laying layers. We're just going to keep laying layers. But the big thing about doing a live deposition or trial testimony is you have to keep laying the layers. Number one is you have to be able to tell the story that builds the case. Okay, number one, you got to be able to explain that it builds the case, but you also have to handle the defendant's objections. You're going to have the insurance attorney fight you, you know, most of the way. It's good to know what they mostly are. So it's always good if you already know the questions they're typically going to ask you, so you know how to handle them, because everything they're trying to do is discredit you and minimize their financial liability. That's what they're trying to do. So it's really good that you understand what they're going to ask. So it's kind of a two-pronged approach. If you understand what you need to do in the order that you need to do it. In other words, your attorney asks you these questions in order so you can build the case. That's excellent. But then if you don't know how to handle the defense, the insurance attorney's inquisitions, then he can make you look stupid. He can destroy your trust. And that's what he's going to try to do. He's going to try to destroy the. And I always say they'll first go into the case. That's the first thing they do. When you have really good documentation, they don't even touch that very much at all. Then they'll go into the credibility of your diagnostics, and then they'll come after chiropractic, and then they'll come after you. That's the order that it'll happen. And when you're pretty good, they won't even spend any time. Like the last case I did, he didn't spend any time asking me any questions about the case because I'd put it together so well. There was absolutely nothing he challenged in the case. He came after chiropractic and he came after me. That was it. That was all he could do. So, but it's good to know that. It's good to know that, and especially to know the answers. What are the common questions they're going to come at you with, and what should be the common answer? Well, you should know that if you're doing personal injury.